I started off making a jacket and it's fine, it looks okay, but I'm not completely satisfied with it, so I decided to redo it all over from the beginning. So this is the pattern for the outside of the jacket. And for the inside of the jacket. Just to make it easier for myself, I decided to cut out all of the pieces from the beginning, so it's just ready to be sewn together. And I start off sewing these two together, the white and the red, inside and outside. All stitches are overlock stitching for the entire jacket. Next, I sew these two parts together, two white pieces for the outside of the jacket. And of course I did it twice because the jacket has two sides. And as always, it's not easy to work with this cat. But she's cute, she's also there when I use the sewing machine and she likes to just sit on my lap. So now I decided to make some pockets. Sewing these pieces together where I made the blue lines. Of course, I needed to cut a hole for the pocket first. Oh my god, there's a pocket now! Next, I sew these two parts together. For both sides, so right now it looks a bit weird, but it will make sense. These pieces are sewn together. So now we have the back of the outside of the jacket as well. Now I decided to make indents. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I call it that, so that the jacket will have a nicer shape on the back. Would it have made more sense to do this before sewing the white and red pieces together? Yes, it would. Why didn't I? I forgot about it and then now I remembered, so yes. Next, these tail thingies are sewn together, as well as all the way around for the bottom side of the jacket itself. And inside out. For the color, I first made the red and white pieces and then sewed together on 3 sides, so that I could take them inside out and then put in Foss shape so that it will stay up. Again, using overlock stitching. And next is to sew it on the jacket. And here I made a mistake, because when I sewed on the sides, I just sewed them completely on, and I shouldn't have done that, because now how on earth am I gonna get the color stuck on the side piece? Well, I have to take it apart to get the side piece in. For the sleeves, I sew on this pink part of both the white and the red piece. And then sew the sides shut together, down. You know what I mean. Then I again use a bit of Foss shape, and I will stuff that in the pink part so that it stays more stiff, because this is a stretchy fabric, which it should not have been, but that's what I ended up using. So I need to make it a bit more stiff. And Foss shape is really good for this. To those who have not seen my previous videos where my cat wrestles, she does not actually use her teeth, she just puts my hand in her mouth and does nothing other than that. Now it has been sewed on, and it is time to pull the white part over the red so that it is actually a sleeve. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I actually put in half of the pink part and then sewed this together so it does not slip from either the red or the white, if that makes any sense. And of course I made 2 sleeves. Next is getting the sleeves on the jacket. And now these red dots on the back, which again, I forgot. It would have been a whole lot easier to get these on before sewing the white and the red inside and outside pieces together. So this way I just makes my life a whole lot more complicated. I used this lace to make it prettier, so I use it around the collar and around the seams of the pockets. Then I use this red lace for, well, the rest of the seams around the jacket. I also wanted to be able to close the pockets so there's a bit more security in the sense that things don't fall out of my pockets. And then I needed these buttons, which I also showed in the tutorial for the vest how I made these. I made a 3D print. And then I lined up where the buttons are supposed to be on the jacket so that it is the same place on both sides. And then hand sewed them on. Then I used this gold chain thingy and invisible thread and put that between all of the buttons in different lengths, and I can't say what length because that depends on your body type. So I had the jacket on and then measured how long the chain should be for each row of the chains. So the lower one is shorter than the upper one. And this fits a lot better than the first one I made. The shoulders are pointing a bit backwards and I'm not satisfied with that, but this is the first time I made pointy shoulders, so it's okay.